잘 먹겠습니다.
잘 먹겠습니다.
고기랑 버섯이랑 배추를 다 한 번에 가져가서 찍어 먹어.
퐁당 간 거?
응. 음.
Would have thought your adventure turned into a forever stay. I've been thinking a lot. I've been drinking myself down the drain. You used to live within the clouds, yet still somehow had to stay grounded for more than 5 years. And I'm terrified for you now, a shell of the woman I once knew. I hope I'll find you somewhere. Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. I would have told you not to leave, or not to wander, not to breathe without your.